I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.
You know what it is. Yeah. You got going there?
I have nothing. Body Central.
Welcome back to You Know What It Is podcast. It's your boy. And I am back today with my co-host.
You know they call me Big Glock, little bitch.
Yes, here. And, you know, we got another special guest. We got Taylor. She came through.
Hi.
She's going to have this conversation with us. If y'all watched the previous episode, she was helping us out with some categories and stuff like that. So today we're talking about TV shows. You know, this is Shati and Vari Talk TV, a new segment that we started on TikTok, and then we're just gonna, you know, bring it over, and now we got the podcast for it. So trust and believe we're gonna have some things for y'all. 2023 we got a big slate coming. So right now we're talking The Best Man, the final chapters. If y'all tuned in on Peacock, you know what I'm saying. If not, spoiler alert.
Hold on, Cub, before you go too far. We you going too hard in there or what?
That shit bumping. I'm like, how are you gonna edit that out?
No, it's fine.
How are you gonna edit that out?
You take out the noise. There's a noise removal thing.
That loud?
If that shit
No,
booming,
because
we booming over here.
baby boy, you good.
Yes,
So what I was
turn it
saying
down
is-
just a little, please.
No, you fine.
Please turn it a little
You
down.
fine. We got some background music.
Why not just ask him to turn it down a little?
Yes, we
Nah, it's gonna be on the
Am I
podcast.
tripping?
It's gonna be on the podcast now. It's gonna be on the podcast, nigga. It's gonna be on the podcast.
I don't want to do your guess like that, bro.
Do what
If it
guess?
was just y'all niggas.
Quick,
What
listen to
yes,
me.
nigga,
Quick,
huh?
please, yes, just turn
Huh?
it down a little bit.
She'll be back. She gonna be like Shati.
Turn it
So it
down.
don't matter.
Go to Atlanta.
Exactly. So
Said he
then she
missed
gonna be
me.
sitting there, and then that'll be the
Yeah,
new
yeah,
Shati.
yeah.
We'll turn it down.
Thank you, Quick.
Hey man, we
Well,
like
you
to
ain't
beat,
listening
man.
to me.
I heard you.
Goddamn,
I
like,
want you to know.
is it because I'm a woman?
Yes, exactly.
Golly.
That is exactly.
They didn't ask you to turn this shit down. I did.
Yo, don't say that. I listened to you before I listened to him.
But you didn't acknowledge
I don't
me.
think so.
I apologize for not acknowledging you. I thought I said I will turn it down. You even said that.
You said that to them.
Yeah, you
But
said that to them.
You said thank you.
Hey,
We're
get out,
gonna
get out,
take
get out,
it
get out.
because he apologized.
No.
Okay.
You said we'll turn it down.
Thanks.
I might come here and see what y'all for.
Yeah, I know you want to. Come on.
Come on.
So,
Oh, muscle. All right, so like I said, we're talking Best Man final chapter.
Okay. So,
All right, so where we starting at, Shati?
I was just about to say, we're starting at. What were your overall thoughts of the Best Man
Overall.
final chapters? And then do you think there will be more? Or is it really was that the final chapters? What did you think of Best Man final
Oh,
chapters?
okay. If we giving it a rating out of 10, we give that shit like a 7.5. It definitely closed some shit that I wanted them to close, but it definitely was like there was some other stuff that they could have been doing. Because the whole the shit with Tay Diggs.
We're not gonna talk about him. We gonna come back to him.
All right,
Fucking villain.
We gonna come back to that.
let's go ahead. Keep going. So what did you feel? How did you feel? What did you
I'm
get?
not finna cuss this thing out.
What you get from it? What did y'all get from it? Did y'all get what was the? Because I gave it a 7.5.
I give it an 8.5. Actually, 8. Wait, is this?
You're giving him too much credit off the nostalgia factor.
I know.
That's-
You're giving him
Nostalgia
way
is
too much
really-
credit off the nostalgia
That's why I said
factor.
7.5. I felt like
It
that
was a
was.
good-
I wouldn't even give it a
I like-
7.5.
Are you
No?
serious?
I'm gonna give it a 6.5 if we're gonna talk about like plot wise and things that happen.
You didn't like the plot?
We have multiple characters that we're focusing on, right?
Right.
Yes.
So like everybody's storyline when you look at the movies when they were made by who they were made, who is now dead, he does a different sense of like how he builds the movie up. Like those are always gonna be classics. I'm never gonna refer to this. Can I cuss? Yeah, we did cuss. I'm never gonna refer to that shit as a classic to me, just looking at it. I feel bad for my boy Taylor Diggs. Robin's a fucking villain.
What?
Robin's a fucking villain. Robin's a fucking villain. Robin's a fucking villain. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me explain. Let me explain.
We didn't even.
Let me
Whoa,
explain.
where are
Right.
Okay, look, can I just give you red flags and just being like about being grown? Because these are all grown people in this
You
movie.
just gotta press it one time.
Take out the fact that when we started watching these movies, we were kids. So we weren't married. We weren't having kids. Like, those were the things that
Okay.
All right. You married a nigga
Wait,
we
which one
know.
is Robin?
Robin is married to Tay Diggs.
Tay Diggs' wife.
Sanaya.
Yeah.
What? Robin? If anything, Jordan the villain.
Jordan is a villain, but you get.
Okay, but
I'm not giving a bitch that much room.
Lance is the villain.
I'm not giving. What?
Lance is
I'll give
the
you.
villain.
I'll give you
No,
this much.
Harper is the villain.
No, he's not. Harper is the most maritime ass nigga out of all of them.
The nigga was fucking Jordan.
He didn't fuck her.
Yes,
He was trying to. My nigga fucked Lance's wife.
You're not gonna let me finish. You're not gonna let me finish.
Go.
Can I finish?
Cause you fucking you capping right now. Robin didn't do nothing wrong. She wanted to go to the motherland. Bring her daughter. Show her some shit.
You either gonna let me finish or you go like
Go.
So we're gonna have to start at the top, right?
Yes.
I'm not getting off a plane. This nigga who didn't tell me he loved me when we was sitting up in the tub. This nigga now done flew me out to be around his friends, his people, and he tell me he almost fucked a bitch and he just
Wait,
went.
so it's her fault?
No. What I'm saying
When did he do that?
at the airport, he had to explain to her what happened. He had
Harper
to black
always
eye. So
been fucking her over since the beginning.
you cannot sit
Harper
here.
fucking her over. She chose this.
Wait, so
Bitch,
you're
wanted to be now. Don't fucking say I'm fucking woman. You wanted to be
That's my point. You're making my point. Shorty wanted this nigga.
Not to make her.
She went to a whole entire wedding where she meet basically the main bitch because she really the side piece. He don't really want you. You're a consolation prize.
Both of them were consolation
No.
Harper didn't want neither of them bitches because when he went to Nia Longhouse, he was like, "What the fuck is that smell?" So what are you saying?
He wanted
Let me
Rob.
finish.
Which one is Robin? Sorry, I get
Robin is
it.
Sanaya.
Can we use their actual names?
Okay.
So
I
when
can do this with you.
so he married Sanaa, but he wanted. He didn't even want fucking Robin.
Yeah,
He didn't. She was always second choice.
She was always
But
trying to.
Marky-
I'm gonna get sexy for this
Marky-
nigga. I'm gonna do
If
the
you're
most for
gonna
this
say
nigga.
that, hold on. If you're gonna say that, Harper has consistently chose himself. They know Harper's going to choose himself. That doesn't make
That's
you
why-
from being
Yes,
me. You
it
choose to
does.
keep fucking with me. Hell no. You
does.
gotta have some accountability for what the fuck you doing. Hell
Let me say Robin. Let me say Robin.
No. Them bitches
Hold on.
chose that
We
life
gotta get up
and then
the
got
girls.
mad that they chose that life.
Hold on, we're gonna get off the girls.
She's right for taking their daughter to Kenya. She's right for taking her kid away from her father.
It was Ghana.
She was right.
Wherever the hell she was
right.
going.
Her father
None of
put
them
in zero effort, Taylor.
No. She
This
did
nigga
know Harper was a workaholic. You not finna play me if I
So
tell
that
you who
makes
I
it
am.
okay.
Believe me.
So that
That's
makes-
not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is them motherfuckers is damn near 50 in this movie.
Yes.
You finna tell me that you finna... That's weird. I'm not doing that. You not finna have me around this bitch. We not finna go to gatherings and I be all
So
chummy
it's
with
her
her.
fault that he's a fuckboy.
What I'm saying to you is if you decide to
He's
marry
a
a fuckboy,
fuckboy.
you decide to get pregnant by a fuckboy, expect fuckboy consequences to your actions.
But he's
That's
still
all
a
that I'm
fuckboy.
saying.
So you're calling her the villain, but he's the fuckboy.
She's the villain.
So why is he
She
getting
never
out?
knew what the fuck she wanted. You married to me. Hold the fuck on. You wanted this. You wanted to marry me. I asked you at a wedding where you found out I fucked my best friend's girlfriend because she was having a self-pity party. She literally had a pity party and threw him the coochie Pop-Tart. And he fell for it. And then his best friend literally was only mad at him like this bitch ain't go over here and gave him the pussy. In the second movie, you see her tell him, nigga, I did it too. I get like, it was consensual. I fucked him more than he fucked me, basically. Took the nigga whole entire 2 minutes to realize that. Harper has always consistently been Harper. What I'm saying about in the
What the fuck has Lance been? Because Lance definitely was fucking, and that was the reason why she was doing all of that shit.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason she fucked Harper.
His wife is dead.
That's the only reason she fucked Harper from the beginning in college.
So you...
Because Lance was out there fucking bitches on the road.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad as fuck because you purposely chose to fuck my best friend to get at me. I was fucking these random ass hoes as an NFL
She
player.
a nigga. She a nigga for real. For real, bro. Because that don't make no sense.
No, I'm just saying to you that if you want to sit here and be, oh, I understand and I feel for you, bitch, you fucking 40, 50 almost.
You blaming the woman. Let's talk about Harper.
No,
Can we talk about Harper?
I'm not saying Harper is a good person.
But can we talk about Harper?
I've
We
never
still
said he's
talk
a good
about
person.
Lance is
I
the
wanna
villain.
talk
I
about
keep trying to
Harper.
tell
How is
y'all.
Lance the villain? All he did
I don't
was
know
get
if Lance
cushy.
is the villain,
His
but-
dick got broken, and all he did was fuck bitches this episode and find like
I don't
a new
know if
relationship.
Lance is the villain, but I do want to talk about Harper.
Bro,
because
Lance-
one consistent
I'm gonna
thing
let you go first.
in every single installment, Harper is always doing some fucking fuckboy shit. He's not a good friend. Every single movie. The first movie.
Wait, let's put it into perspective.
Okay.
He didn't want to do the movie. Somebody else wanted to get his book and make a movie about
And he
it.
let it happen.
My nigga, what the fuck? We about to make some money and I'm about to break y'all off.
But still, he's not a real fucking friend. And even when he was talking about the movie,
Hell
even
no.
when he was talking
Hell
about the
no.
movie, even
You
when
gonna act
he-
like that
I know
it's
we can
already
make-
a book.
even when he was talking about
Motherfuckers
the
already read the book.
If I know we can
They
make,
already read
if I
the
know
book.
we can make,
It's already happened.
mine too, nigga, mine too. If I know,
ain't getting
if
no
I
louder.
know that we can make $1 million off of a book that I make about our lives,
Make that
but
movie.
now I know that we can make $1 billion
Every
off of the movie.
Harper is the fucking.
That's
he
not
a
his
mooch.
point. You're not
He a
answering his
fucking
question.
He
mooch.
not.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Harper, for the movie, think about this one, the last chapters. For the movie, he never went to everyone and said, hey, are you guys okay with a movie being made about this? So
He was trying to. Everybody
He
got
didn't do
ahead of
that.
him.
That's
Everybody
not what
got
he did.
ahead of
That's
him.
not
always
what he
do
did.
that, though.
Everybody
That's
got
not
ahead
what
of
he
him.
did.
That
That
is a consistent
That's not what he
thing.
did. He
His
said-
friends is
he
messy
said,
as fuck,
there's
and then
going
they
to
get
be a
mad at
movie.
him, and they
He
have no
said-
accountability.
No, he said there's going to be a movie. He didn't even ever really ask, and he didn't care about their answers. Because Lance low-key told him he wasn't cool with it. He did that shit anyway.
told him he wasn't-
Every movie he does that. It's the same thing. The last time with the biography.
Yeah,
He did
Lance
shit
said he wasn't cool with the motherfucking biography, but
And
then he tells him to
Harper
put the fucking
does it
book out
anyway.
because he didn't read the
he's
motherfucking book.
not
And
a
that is
fucking
and
friend.
whose fault is that? That's
Harper's not a
Lance's
good
fault.
friend.
That's Lance's
If
fault
your
for not
friend's not
reading the
okay with
fucking
it,
book.
don't do it.
That's-
If your friend's
what the
not okay
fuck?
with it, don't do it. What the fuck?
If my friend's not okay with it, he didn't even read the fucking book
Who
until it
fucking
came out.
cares? He didn't want the book made. He didn't want the
He
movie
didn't know.
made.
He didn't know
want
what was in the book.
biography made.
He didn't know what was in the book. So when the book was made, after he heard about, hey man, I'm about to go read your book. At the beginning of the book, hey man, I love this book. I love this book. I love this book. Once he got to the part about him Harper
You
fucking his
wrote a
wife.
story about your best friend
Oh
and
my
made
God.
it national. Are y'all really? Would y'all be okay with that?
My nigga,
Are you serious?
But whose fault is it? If I don't read the user agreement and it says that they're gonna take all of my shit,
agreement.
nigga, if I don't read that shit, whose fault is it? Mine or iPhone, nigga?
Okay, you got over on somebody, but that still makes you a shitty person. I'm sorry, Harper is a shitty fucking person.
And so is Lance.
If you don't
And
think
so is
Harper is
Lance.
a shitty person,
Lance gave that bitch cancer.
are y'all serious? Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay, yes,
That's what happened.
the girls made dumb decisions. Blah, blah, blah. But Harper is a shitty person. Nigga couldn't even take 1 month out to fucking spend with his wife in Africa.
I'm just so confused as to how you're making all these claims like she wasn't emotionally cheating on that nigga. Whatever.
She was.
She was emotionally cheating. No, he did not. Two wrongs don't make a right. So if you want to sit there and hold me to the cross,
But Harper was already
Emotionally
gone.
cheating, right?
Harper was already gone mentally.
Oh, I can't keep yelling, y'all. My voice
I know we
just came
gotta
back.
calm down.
they never should have got
can't.
married to begin with. If you're
They
looking at
shouldn't
from a realistic standpoint, they're all wrong in a sense of things. But like, I'm not, in my opinion, if we're gonna look at it, I think Robin's the biggest villain. I do. Harper's a bad person, but he showed us consistently that this is who he is.
I think the microphone heard.
Oh, it is. Oh, well,
Oh, no.
I don't know if you heard anything.
We heard them titties talking.
You know what?
Damn.
But no, listen. I'm gonna stop screaming.
I just
Yeah, my
got my
throat
voice
hurts.
back. When I tell you,
Mine
like,
does, too.
Atlanta, like, took my voice, and here I come screaming like I have a voice. I don't.
Damn, Jerry. Oh. Hello? The studio? Yeah, my fault. Yeah, Kiana's at the house. Kiana's at the house right now. Yeah, I'll be there. Okay. All right. Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, that's 17 minutes. All right. So, what the fuck was you talking about?
Robin being the villain.
She's not. But yeah, so the consensus now is Lance is the villain. Harper is a piece
Why
of
is
shit.
Lance the villain? I'm confused.
Harper is a piece of shit.
Yes.
But at the same time, he was desperately trying to, because every time he was like, yo, this is coming up. All right, damn, I got to figure out how to talk to my friends. As soon as he's trying to talk to his friends about the shit, somebody finds out about it. Or somebody gets ahead of him and be like, yo, nigga, are you about to do X, Y, and Z? Damn, nigga, I was about to tell you. And that is what continually happens. I don't feel like Harper is really fucking shit up. I feel like it's circumstance. And it's constantly shitty circumstance for him. But at the same time, Robin chose that shit. Maker. Lance kept cheating on Mia.
Why did Harper choose Robin? How about that? Why don't we talk about that? Why couldn't he be fucking real? Why can't he be real enough to accept his feelings and go for who he wanted? The bitch been single forever.
Okay, so I would just like to say that in the choosing of her, like, he couldn't choose her. He already made an ass of himself at the wedding, and then he was so caught up in her being there despite all his bullshit, so he asked her to marry him. And, like, she's not the safe choice. Like, niggas definitely do that all the time. They can love a woman and, like, really fuck with her, but you're not a safe choice. You're a liability. Like, I'm not gonna get hurt. People do that all the time. I just feel like in the sense of things, like, with him, I don't think you guys give him any grace for, like, being human. Like Javari said, a lot of his issues came from circumstances. Yes, he could have said no to fucking Mia, but Mia brought her ass over there to fuck him.
Yep.
You can't sit here and tell me.
And then she explained the shit before. She said, yo, this nigga been doing X, Y, and Z. I'm about to come over here and fuck.
Like,
she said, fuck it.
But what's the other girl named Nia Long? She a bad guy too.
I didn't say Jordan she was a good person. Villain. What I'll say is that that's a weird environment to be in. That's not a realistic situation to be in that environment.
I don't know why Jordan I don't know why Nia Long and Sanaa Lathan was still even in, like, when they start talking about.
I don't understand how that was.
When they start talking about Nia Long
you
dating.
You do that in real life.
Yeah, when they start talking about Nia Long dating, and she's like, "Ooh, like, are you gonna?" I'm like, that's weird. Like. This the bitch that
she's always been in competition with Jordan, and you have to look at it because, in my opinion, as them being two married people, they don't act like they like each other. Like, when you're in a relationship, you should act like you like your partner.
Just because they shouldn't have got married, why does that make Sanaa Lathan the villain?
Because she's a grown ass woman
all
making
the villains
decisions.
To me.
If you can say that, then yes. If you can include her and say that she didn't make good decisions and she's a bad person,
I
Harper.
definitely will say that she did not make good decisions. As bad as a person as Harper, though, I don't know, because, and I'm not even looking at it on a relationship level, like romantically. To me, the friendship, to me, Harper is the worst friend. Ooh, and that can bring us into our next topic, like the friendship ties. To me, Harper is the worst friend out of the four friends. Like, I just don't think that he is a good friend. And that's why I put him below the women, because I still think that they have good women friendships.
So you think that they're good friends to Shelby for not telling her to take her whole ass off the thing and stop? Like, he was getting married.
They were trying to tell No. Shelby did the right thing.
No, but if you're gonna give,
after 10 fucking years,
I feel like Shelby did the right thing.
And then she didn't tell him that was his kid. Like Harper
that
said,
was fucked up. No, that was fucked up.
What I'm saying is everybody's always in Harper's business.
Thank you.
And that is
they
problematic.
all got their shit.
Yeah, like they all got their dirt. That's problematic if you're gonna choose one person out of the friend group to jump on every time. And
you think everybody jumps on Harper?
Yes.
Every time.
All the time. Because he literally in the first movie.
Why is his business so public then?
My nigga is writing. Listen,
he writes about his life. That's a real thing, though. No, but that's his profession. That's how he makes his money. Like, his intentions, in my opinion, aren't bad. His delivery sucks. And that's a fucked up situation to always be the misunderstood person in the friend group. But I don't think that his intent is to cause all these issues. In my opinion, I don't think he was man enough to be like, maybe we shouldn't be together because they have a kid together. So that's a different dynamic already right there. Like, he's human. He's the most human character there is in the. All right. You'll never fuck up?
I mean, everybody fucks up, but.
No, but you don't want
most human character. You don't ever want. He does the most fucked up shit.
I think a lot of time in this particular series, they don't extend the same grace that they expect out of everyone else to each other, to him.
Yeah.
They don't do that. If you're going to say anybody's the best friend, it's going to be Terrence Howard's character.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Comic relief. He's the best friend
He's
overall.
the glue. If he wasn't there, they would not be friends. I guarantee you.
That's a fact.
And even Lance and Harper wouldn't be friends if Terrence Howard wasn't there.
Oh, if Lance,
None of them
if
would
Terrence
have-
Howard wasn't there,
His messy ass the first movie. He was trying to be messy the first movie.
Who, Terrence Howard?
Yeah, because he knew.
But that's the thing.
Was
Is
he
it
being
messy?
messy?
To tell. He
Exactly.
was
I'm
being
like,
messy.
because I'm not about to put myself in it. That's like if a nigga know.
I get you.
Yeah, like, I'm not about to
Is
put
it
myself
messy
in
or
it.
is it being real? One thing I appreciate about Terrence Howard.
Is it messy
he
if the
tells-
nigga walk out the room and just see? Oh shit.
and
Because that's
Terrence-
probably all it was.
But also-
I seen them together. I know.
One thing he has told every single person about themselves. Even Shelby, you know what I mean? Even that scene, it was like comedic. He was like, "What you say about my wife?" But he even
That
agreed.
shit was funny.
One thing I appreciate
my
about
wife's name out of your mouth when he
Yeah.
said that.
yes, one thing I appreciate about
But
Terrence,
no, because he was
his
before he
character,
said that he was like,
tells
"Shit."
everybody
He was
about
right. He's
themselves.
right. He told you about
He
yourself.
tells everybody about themselves. That's why I appreciate his character the most because he's the most
He's the realest.
neutral.
He's
like
the realest
in the first
character
movie
that
when
I feel
Harper,
like.
in the first movie when Lance found out about Harper, he helped Lance pull fucking Harper over the balcony, and then he goes at Lance. He goes at fucking Merch.
Yep.
He literally tells every single person about themselves, and then in a nurturing way, though, you need to talk to your wife. He tried to help. He really did try to save Harper and his wife. He did not want that to happen. He's like, you need to talk to your wife, blah blah. They just unfortunately couldn't work it out. But oh no, that was Lance who said talk to your wife. But still,
I just think if you're talking about that particular relationship, Robin and Harper, you cannot make people that are so if you don't know what you want out of life already, and I'm your partner, and you want me to be supportive, and you're complaining that I'm not supportive, but every movie, yes, she cooks, but she's always doing something different. She doesn't know what she's genuinely passionate about.
And that's what
You
he was
can't-
saying.
you
He's
can't
like, I'm not about to invest in
He's
this
not
shit.
a mind
and you
reader. That's
fucking-
not fair in a relationship at that big grown age.
No, what's
Think
not
about
fair?
think about if he would have
To
bought
me,
that.
what's
Think
not
about if he would have
fair?
bought that bar. Now you're going to Ghana.
to
And I'm
me-
stuck with this.
But she probably, if he had bought the bar, maybe she wouldn't.
You
be
don't
doing
know
it.
that because
Fuck that
that's
shit.
not
That bitch
realistic.
is so
To me,
volatile.
what's
She just
not
moves.
fair is to marry a person who you know might not know exactly what they're doing,
And if he shows you that all the time,
She wanted
and
to
then
get
not
married
support.
too.
She wanted
But
him
that's
more
the
than he
thing,
wanted
that's
her.
the thing. If you're gonna marry a person and you know that they are still figuring it out, and you're acting like you're supporting them, but now that you're married, you don't support them still figuring it out. She was figuring it out, and he was
Okay.
not there for her.
I don't think that's fair to say that he wasn't supportive. That nigga
Because
was
he
paying the
definitely
bills.
was. He was
He was
paying the
making
bills.
the money.
He was funding all of her
Yeah,
ventures.
so I'm funding all of
he
this.
couldn't have spent 1 month in Ghana. Are y'all
My
serious?
nigga.
No,
You're-
he's
you're
right
not
now.
listening to nothing he's saying,
that's
though.
not
I
fair.
am listening. Why
Because
is that
I
not
give
fair?
up so much. I give
She
up my
gave
I
up-
give up my time away from my kid.
She
and you
gave
sit here
up
with an
so-
attitude because you don't know what you
Who
want.
gave up their time from their kid?
He was working.
She did that by choice.
He has to write. When you're a writer, that's not
Okay,
you
but
can't-
why do her
that's-
dreams not matter?
Okay,
Her
so
dreams
when
don't
you
matter, but know what the
so
fuck you want.
What happens? What happens? What happens when you blow up on motherfucking TV? Say you get pregnant out of fucking nowhere. Now you got a kid out here, but you still are a fucking actress. What you gonna do? Stop?
No.
Thank you. Okay,
But I'll
so
still
what the-
support. If I'm marrying, just know, if I get married, if I take that vow, I'm supporting my husband. If he wants to do ventures, I'm going to do what I can to support them. Y'all really cannot sit here and admit that Harper could not have done more.
I'm not saying that he
support
couldn't have done
her.
more. He has his shortcomings. We're not saying that.
We're not saying that.
But
What
y'all
we're
are
saying is-
blaming her, and that's
No.
weird.
No.
How is that weird?
Because-
She is a grown ass woman that basically made herself a doormat for their situation.
She did make herself a doormat, but so you're blaming
So
the
then,
doormat
then what?
instead of the
No,
the
because at
boots.
some point you gotta stand up for yourself.
bitch, what? The boots wouldn't be on the doormat if the doormat wasn't there.
You're blaming the doormat instead of the boots.
What I'm saying is,
And the boots is this is your wife though, so he knew she was a doormat. We knew she was.
That's
a
not
doormat.
necessarily.
That's
I
not-
wouldn't say
that's
that
not-
necessarily true.
You don't think he
In
knew
the
she was
first
a
movie,
doormat?
we didn't think she was
No.
doormat.
You have to know your bitch is a doormat when she's your second choice, and she knows she's your second choice.
Oh my god.
I don't think
he
she
knew
knew.
that?
I don't think she knew that she was his second choice until he told her the truth to the extent of what his friend circle was. He invited her into that environment, and that's not an environment that any woman is going to thrive in a relationship.
Right.
That's
What the fuck
weird.
did they even
No,
do?
that's the thing.
That's another thing.
I understand that 100%. Me personally, I would have never made them decisions.
No.
I'm a better bitch than that. Sorry, y'all.
It's not happening.
I'm sorry, but I like I'm saying like I it's not that I'm misunderstanding y'all. I swear to God, she was a dumb bitch. She like.
But why do you want me to feel bad for a dumb bitch at that big grown age?
Why are you not mad at the?
I'm not
person
saying
who's
I'm
doing
not
this?
mad at him.
Why
but
he
like,
couldn't be?
No, because you.
Because to me,
That's
this is
like-
the ideal.
no.
This is how the ideal. It wouldn't have been a movie though, because it would have been so boring. But this is how the ideal situation would have went. He wouldn't like. He always knew he was in love with Nia Long.
I'm gonna throw you for a wild one, okay?
Okay. He always knew he was in love with Nia Long.
Okay.
I feel like that was obvious since the first movie.
It was.
To me, the
she smacked the shit out
situation,
of
the
him,
mature
boy.
situation that wouldn't have been a movie, he would have fucking stood on his shit like a man and told her, and they would have been together. I think they would have thrived as a couple. I don't think he would have.
I don't think they would have thrived as well.
No,
I don't
because
think
you
they
don't
would
think
have
they
been
would've
happy
thrived
either.
as a
No,
couple?
I
He
think
still
that's
wanted to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
He still wanted to
but
make
they
movies.
were
She
both-
didn't want to fucking do that.
To
She
me-
didn't want to stay around. She wanted to fucking go to Africa.
She likes her
bitch.
freedom.
I'm not talking about Sanaa Lathan.
Oh no,
Oh, no,
say
you're
for
talking
Robin,
about,
I don't,
Nia Long.
Yeah, I
Because
don't
they're
think her and
both,
Nia
to
Long
me,
would've been
Nia
happy.
Long and Harper are both career driven. I think it would have just been very balanced. To me,
Yeah.
Sanaa Lathan leans on him more emotionally than
Nia Long would
would
not have been up his ass about him doing movies and all this other
Exactly.
shit.
I think Nia Long would
she
have had
would've
her
been chilling,
own.
and
She would have gotten
She
on her
would have
own.
stayed. She would have stayed at NBC or wherever the fuck she was at,
She would've got her
and
on
been
her own.
head of that shit.
I think
still,
the
and she was with
relationship would
Harper.
have been so yoked and balanced because they both
'Cause she's a
had
boss and he's a
career
boss.
interests.
But I think when
And
you
if
look
he
at
would've
that, you have
stood
to
on
be
his
realistic
shit.
about relationships. Sometimes that's not going to that doesn't happen. But you still be.
But
because
if they're both deep into their careers, if they're both fucking just going in, yo, I gotta be at NBC, I got a meeting, yo, I gotta be over here talking to these white people about this fucking movie. These niggas they're okay with that. She's okay with what she's doing. He's okay with what he's doing. That is the perfect, now we're gonna see each other when we see each other. They would have been fine with that.
Yeah,
I think
I think
that
it would have been.
that
I think
would've been
they wouldn't have
something
minded.
at all.
She wouldn't have minded the time he went to. She wouldn't have cared if he
Because
went to
she's
Africa.
in
She
the-
would have went on her own.
Yep.
They're just two different people, and I think that relationship would have been so well yoked. And I think if Harper would have been the man, damn, look at how bad these bitches flooding. Hold on. If Harper would have been the man he was supposed to be, I think that he would have spoken on his feelings. They would have got together. Like, that's why I call him a villain as well. Like, Sanaa Lathan is dumb, but Harper didn't do what he should have done as a man. Like, he didn't stand on his shit.
Really, nigga?
I don't agree with you.
Wrong button.
Thank you. Like, I get what y'all are saying is, like, as far as being equally yoked in the sense of career driven, but, like, fundamentally, like, the only, like, real thing that they have in common is the fact that they're career driven and they have a similar friend group. Like, there's more.
That is not true. They have so much chemistry. You don't think they have
I don't
chemistry?
think they communicate well with each other now.
What?
Why
Now, I
would
don't
they
think they
now? He's married
So
with
if you're
a
saying
kid.
before in context, I just don't
They used to
feel,
be best friends.
with the circumstances in play, Shotzi, I don't feel like, what was he supposed to do? Backpedal and tell, hey, Robin, go back home. I want Nia Long. I want to be with her. That nigga was caught up in his feelings
Yes,
of the fact.
before he married Sanaa, absolutely yes, that's what he was supposed to do. Before he married Sanaa Lathan, he knew he was in love with Nia Long, and he knew Nia Long was in love with him. I swear to God, they both knew it.
You see when they opened up them rubber bands.
Yes, exactly. They both knew it. Neither of them took a stand, and then really just went and he married
But if neither
the doormat.
of them
He married a bitch he knew was a
neither of them make
doormat.
a stand. All right, so they didn't say anything. I don't get why it's so unrealistic for him to go off to, like, if you think that everybody in life ends up with a person that like overall is their person, I don't personally believe that is everybody's
I
story.
agree.
Unfortunately,
It's not unrealistic. It's just sad.
some people don't get married for those exact reasons. So, like, in the sense of saying, like, he didn't ask her to marry her, he didn't have this great weekend, everybody kind of turning their back on him, but his girl is there, his girl is solid. Yeah, I love you. That's what you want to hear. You hear from me like, I love you, you showed up. He's going to now backpedal and go back to Jordan, who smacked him in his face and basically has been a bitch to him. And the reason why he's in this position...
She smacked him in his face because
I'm not saying she's wrong for smacking him in his face, but I'm saying that in his feelings, we're talking about his feelings. He's supposed to backpedal and be like, I want to figure it out with you after he can get all this with Robin. In human interactions, what y'all are saying is not the realistic expectation of how things are going to go.
I don't think that's true because To me, I would never be in a Harper situation. Like, that is to me, I'm always gonna stand on my shit, my feelings. Like, I don't know. To me, it's realistic. Like, I do know a lot of people are in situations where they're with the person who I do understand that, but I just don't think that's the most realistic thing that could happen. Like, he did not have to go and marry her when they both knew.
No, he didn't have to marry her at all.
There was
a lot of stuff that they technically should have broke up the first movie. Like, if we're talking real shit, like, if that was a realistic situation day to day, you tell me you fucked your friends, I'm going home. He's wrong. I'm just saying that in the sense of things, everybody has their flaws on this fucking show, because Merch was doing MMA and didn't tell his wife, and then he had Shelby and Candace around each other.
That was one of the topics. So we were everyone's pros. What up, Quickstopher?
What's happening?
Quick matey.
One of the topics is everyone's like goods and bads, because one thing I liked about this show is that every single character, and like I do understand Harper had way more bads, like they focus on his bads the most, but every single character had like flaws and then like good parts. So like I wanted to go through every character and talk about their good parts and their cons, like the shit they was doing wrong.
Can we start with Lance, please? Because I've been on this more.
And let's skip Harper because we already just.
Thank you. We destroyed him.
And let's skip Sonali. Let's skip her. Are we skipping Nia Long?
We can skip Nia Long.
Yeah.
So we got 3 left. We got Shelby. No, we got 4 left. We got Shelby, Candace, Merch, and Terrence Howard.
Okay.
Let's calm down. Let's calm down, because that's exactly why Merch was crying. That's exactly why Merch was fucking crying.
Before the other day. It was like, who told this nigga he was gonna go fight professionally?
Who told this nigga he can get in the fucking ring like that? How the fuck he get from amateur? This nigga went from amateur to TikTok famous.
Quick ass, whatever.
That's a fact.
You don't even.
That's a fact.
I do.
Merch will whoop your ass, boy.
And then I'll whoop your ass. So
I don't know about all that.
you know what? I apologize for that.
Thank you. Because that's not true. So I feel like Merch had the best character development, because at the end of the day, you do see those guys who they feel like they're less than, or they're not as the manly man. You know what I mean? And he was one of them dudes who was, at the end of the day, he was real nice. He was when he went with the Karen, that was stressful for me.
My feelings,
and then
bro.
like how the officers came on him, like I will say that I prefer that it shows like realistic things that like would actually happen.
Absolutely.
I definitely commend them on that, because that scene was definitely stressful. His daughters were there. Them officers weren't being nice to him.
My thing about it is the daughters, the one not understanding. Like she was like. She came in the house mad and shit. And she's like, what you want, Dad to get shot?
Yeah.
You want him to, like, what the fuck?
And the crazy part is, no matter what he would have done, he wouldn't have come out. He wouldn't have come on top of that situation. Only because he was a black man. Like, no matter what he would have done, like, no decision he would have made, he would have came out on top. To me, I felt like the show did a really good job of, like, making that shown. Like, with the situations, no matter what he would have chose to do, like, it just would not have, he wouldn't have come out on top. I like that. I mean, I don't like that, but I like that the show showed that.
Yeah. No, they did that very well.
They gave him, I think, the best, like, overarching story. Yeah, because everybody else was still kind of in their same lane and shit like that. Merch was the only one who went from this nerd dude to, all right, now I'm about to assert myself.
When he told Terrence Howard, like, when they were talking, he finally, like, told him, like, and he, like, stood his ground. Because Terrence Howard tried to he was like, we just joking, man. That shit, Kodak Black rap about that in one of them songs. Like, friends will say stuff and it'll seem like jokes. But that shit don't be joke. Like, they really be coming at you like
they did
that
pick
shit
on
don't
him.
be
Terrence
funny.
Howard did pick on him throughout the movie.
And he like, we just joking. Like, how many times can you call me a bitch and it's gonna be a joke? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like,
because
niggas fight over that. So yeah, seeing that and how they tried to do that all the time, like, you're not gonna do that because we boys. So why would you even do that?
And then when they call you a bitch and you try to get, they be like, we playing.
No. That's
gaslighting, bro. They've been gaslighting him for years. Like,
I'm not like for real.
They've been gaslighting him for years. When somebody tell you they playing,
wait, so is Merch and Candace your favorite relationship out of the group?
I'm drunk.
Is Merch and Candace my favorite relationship? Absolutely.
I like them because it's realistic and they pour into each other.
And they're not rich like everyone. Like, they don't just have all this money randomly. Like, you know what I mean? Very much.
Who?
She said, "Is Merch and Candace your favorite relationship in the show?" I said, "Absolutely." To me, it's the most
Who's your
realistic.
favorite?
My favorite is Terrence Howard and Shelby.
I don't like Shelby. We not gonna give her.
No.
You're not gonna lie and say it's not my kid for 10 years, but she calling me uncle. That's
And
weird.
now he Uncle Daddy.
That's
And she
weird.
call him
Why would you
cute.
do that? And then you really love
Uncle
like
Daddy
that's
don't
weird.
ever
I understand what you're saying on that
normally.
part. I understand what you're saying on that part.
Because if
Oh,
y'all
my
are
God.
mad at Nia Long and Harper, y'all need to be mad at them too. Because they could have spoke up on their feelings because they fucked
No,
in the
that
second
shit was
movie.
weird. Who hides the fact you know who your kid's father is? And not only do you know who your kid's father is, he got money. Not only do he got money, he has old money, family money. And you don't
You see
tell
how
me.
women
Wait.
You see how women
That's
think?
not the principle.
She went straight
Let's
from
just
to the money. Like,
But,
what the fuck
okay,
the money got to do
no,
with shit?
it's not
Let
about
me
money.
say my
Hold on,
part
hold on.
of
Let me
why
not-
I think that those
Let me
two
finish
are
this.
the best.
Let me finish this. It's not about money, but let me just say, in real life, be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. A woman gets pregnant by a man with millions of
Yeah, she was
dollars.
a real housewife.
She
She an
wasn't
IG
broke.
model. Like,
She
yeah.
Broke, but you hide the fact that this is your kid's father and he's a millionaire. That's not realistic.
I feel like
to
the
me.
only reason why Shelby,
sorry.
the only reason why Shelby did that
It's not realistic.
is because she was ashamed because in the second movie, they were fucking around. But at the same time, she did not want that to be known.
But still,
Because she low-key a homie hopper. Yeah. She a homie hopper.
I can't believe that's your favorite
She a
relationship.
homie hopper. She is. She's
So what the fuck is Mia then? What the fuck is Mia?
She a hoe too.
homie hopper.
We not gonna give her no credit because in my opinion, she
I don't give a fuck if the bitch died from
she
cancer.
been a
nigga.
villain
She
in
was
a lot
out
of
here
movies.
fucking my nigga's best friend.
Exactly, she's a villain too. I didn't say she wasn't a villain. Every movie she fucking somebody
the
else's
main
nigga.
motherfucking villain. And then when she came back and the shit, I'm like, bitch. Because he
Oh,
was
the
with,
one
when
scene, yeah.
Lance was seeing her and shit.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. Were there any
That's why
cons
Lance
about
was fucking
Merch?
on them hoes.
Any cons that you did, about him in this season? Why he couldn't just tell his wife, "Yo, I'm
he was
manning
doing
up. I'm
MMA.
finna beat niggas up."
Because Candace was gonna tell him you gonna stay your ass at home.
Yeah, Candace a little.
She was
absurd.
definitely gonna tell him. What the
She
fuck are you
was
talking about,
absurd.
MMA? We got kids. We got this nonprofit. If you don't sit your ass down
Is
somewhere.
that a con of
Bitch, I'll beat you
Candace?
up.
Let's go on her pros and cons.
That's what Merch
I
gonna
love
say, bitch, I'll beat you up.
Candace.
I like Candace a lot
His
too.
wife.
I just, what annoyed me about Candace? I knew that nigga was trying to fuck her from the beginning.
We knew that some shit was going on, but at the same time, you cannot do not victim blame that girl.
You're
for
right,
it,
I'm
because
sorry,
She did
I
not do
can't.
anything wrong.
She did not.
She was sitting there really trying to do her paper. She ain't trying. She was in there fully.
You're
She's
right.
done with the stripping shit.
She absolutely.
You know the professor?
Yes.
The only
That
thing,
was some dumb shit. Like,
it's just,
my nigga, why do you think that you
I'm gonna
could
be
really
tougher
come
on
out
you.
I'm not
and
blaming
do some
her.
shit like that?
His
His
at
energy
the
was
house.
weird anyways. What
at the
about taking
house.
her on anyways?
At the house, the energy
At
was
the
weird.
house, nigga.
The energy was weird at the house.
From jump.
I was
No-
like, that's
no other
so
nigga should
weird.
come
He
to my
looked funny, you know? When niggas
He was sketch.
he was weird looking.
Their interactions were sketch.
You gonna try to teach my wife what?
What do you think about her dissertation paper with the
Oh, with her.
like
telling-
medicinal helps for anxiety, like giving her kids
Oh,
like
with her
drugs?
That
like,
was
that was fine.
hilarious when they
Versus-
came home and they were high. That shit was.
I
it
knew they was
fucking
finna do that
hilarious.
shit.
I just feel like when Merch explained it, when he was like, "Yo, I understand we're having different things going on, but you got to realize that not everybody is the same." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's like me, like I can't go to everybody's house and just I smoke weed all the time, but I can't go to everybody's shit
No.
and just be smoking in their shit. I can't go to Quick's house. I mean, I can't go to Quick's house because I'm gonna smoke in his shit regardless. 'Cause, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like my second house. And shit. You know, I be in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So.
It sounds good. You spoke it with conviction, like you actually believe it. Like in reality.
Why just be talking, child?
But like, so it's just discretion. So like, I understand, like, yo, we're gonna give the kids this shit, but they need to realize, like, they gotta shut the fuck up. And I understand where she came from, but I understand where Merch came from at the same time.
I think that I like the thing that her paper was on. Like, I think that makes sense. Like, I'm a person who believes that like medicine is like
Not Western
man-made.
medicine.
You know what I mean?
Western
Like,
medicine.
I agree
Why
with
do we
it.
call it Western though?
White people is for some reason synonymous with Western, just like black people is synonymous with urban. I don't know why. I don't know why though. Somebody in the comments put the science behind that or the definitions. But yeah, they're the best characters. Y'all want to move on
We did
to?
character development. No, because we did not talk about. I did not get to finish.
Oh, sorry.
Terrence Howard and Shelby.
Yes.
the best couple on there because I
They're
feel
funny.
Like they were funny. But at the same time, after Terrence Howard had the heart attack, Shelby came straight to him. She was right there with him. She trying to work with this nigga. She changed up her whole shit to make sure that he was good. He still was bitchy.
That was real sweet.
Which is understandable because I go through that shit sometimes.
Neck. You didn't read
You got
that?
ADHD.
That's what they was diagnosing me with in my comments on one of my TikToks.
Light her ass up, boy.
You saw it?
Lighten her
They
ass
was
up.
going in
Why
on
the
me,
fuck
boy.
was I
Like,
Damn, not my dog.
niggas was like coming at my neck. Why did they think I have ADHD? I was just showing myself getting ready, like.
Oh, and you was doing too much.
And then like the drama talk with the friends, they was coming. I don't know if I was doing too much.
Well, it's when you talk.
I probably do have ADHD. Like I
Like when she talk, it seemed like she going all over the place.
You know what?
Cause
When
she
they
about
said
to
I had
start- she about to
ADHD,
say
it made
something,
sense.
And then she about to jump to another conversation.
I do the yes. So
Is that ADHD?
probably
Do you watch her TikToks?
Duh.
Okay, so I think what they're saying is like when she tells a story, we're gonna take a detour and we're gonna take another detour, and then I'm gonna get back to point B. But now we're gonna go to point C, but I'm gonna circle back to point A. Like,
I think that's.
and then it doesn't help. I mean, I think when she does it just on TikTok, when I tell a story, maybe, but not like. Well, you were telling a story.
I started to believe him though. So many people said it.
Are you talking about your birthday get ready video?
No, actually, there's another one.
There's
It's like
another
it's
Back
It's
to
the
what the fuck we
one-
talking about.
I'll-
Finish main villains. Everybody's pros and cons.
yeah. Shelby pros and cons. Cons, why the fuck would you hide the fact that you know who your kid's father is? That's selfish and evil. Her pros, she's funny.
Did you say she's a bougie ass bitch?
Yes.
She is bougie. Her
Why is
pros,
that
she's
a
funny. She
problem?
takes what she wants. I like that.
Why she moved that man's kid all the way to Africa?
No,
That's
that's a
not
different
Shelby.
character. And
That's-
I said that
We
she was a
already
villain. Yeah, you
talked
missed that.
about her.
I said she was a villain and they didn't agree with me.
Nah, we not fucking with that.
That's not okay. You take it like no
He's
matter what our
villain.
personal is, we have a whole kid together and you finna move to a whole other country. Yeah, I gotta get on a plane to see my daughter. And her daughter wasn't happy about going.
Maybe had he spent just
That doesn't
1 month
excuse
that she was
that.
asking
No,
him,
that doesn't
she
excuse
wouldn't
that.
be trying to move. Yes, it does.
I think, okay.
Wow, you couldn't spend 1 month and now look. she's
No,
trying
but
to
you're
move to
gonna take my
Africa.
kid all the way to
And he spent
Africa
1
as
month, that
punishment.
wouldn't
Go
happen.
wherever. I don't care about her. It's the kid.
Had he just spent 1 month and
That's
been
our
done what he's
personal,
supposed to
and we're
done,
parents. That ain't got nothing
it
to do with our
wouldn't happen.
personal relationship. We have a kid, like that's a
then he
separate.
could come to Africa and visit her.
No, do you know how long a flight to Africa is?
He got
That's
it. He's a
selfish as
writer.
shit. Hell
He's
no.
a writer. Visit
18
her.
hours.
I feel like you're excusing it because
If he
she's the
gave a
boss,
fuck-
and that's
If
wrong.
he gave a fuck, he
No,
would
because
move to Africa. He can write from Africa.
if it was the other way around and
why
it was
he can't write from
Harper,
Africa?
if it was the other way around and Harper took his kid to Austria or some shit, right? He gonna write. He doing novels and shit.
Well,
Robin
Cook.
You
She
thought-
can move to
you thought she was
Austria.
right? You thought you was cool with that?
She a cook. She can move to
He'd
Austria.
be sick.
No.
So there's
Chill,
no
chill,
way.
chill, chill.
Why can't Harper
Can I speak?
move to
Can I
Africa?
speak? Can I say my piece?
Yeah, I want to hear your perspective.
So my perspective on it, right? Harper already was knee deep in trying to do movies. He already wasn't at the crib. He already wasn't doing really shit at home. I'm gonna keep doing my shit. You gonna go to Africa,
Right, because it's not like he was gonna be at home.
Him complaining about
Please.
her going to Africa and not being able to see her, nigga, you are already gonna be gone. Number two, you got fucking money, bitch. Fly to Africa.
Okay.
If you're complaining-
Why can't y'all are acting like a flight to Africa is the worst thing in the world?
If you are complaining
I have an
about-
aunt with a Nigerian husband. That bitch be in Africa every other month.
If
It's
you are
not a big
complaining
deal.
about fucking the flight
I'm
or
sorry, she's
whatever
not
the
a
fuck,
bitch.
then nigga,
Wow.
you really don't want to see your kid.
Var.
Because if my child,
Oh, let me ask you a question.
nigga, if I am doing great things over here as a podcast or whatever, and I'm going stupid, and Kiana decides, yo, I want to go to Africa, I want to get in touch with my
I want to
motherfucking
move.
I'm taking the kids, but I'm over here doing crazy
But-
shit. I'm going to keep doing this crazy shit. send that money, but I'm gonna fly back every other month.
I don't
Trust
know
and believe.
who you think you're lying to.
Nigga,
My auntie literally flies. My auntie flies back and forth to
I agree
Nigeria
with you that if you want to
every
see your
other
kid in that
month.
sense of
Quick.
like,
You have
I
the
think
type
what
of
we're saying.
personality that I could definitely.
My auntie flies back and forth to
it's not
Nigeria
that I
every
don't
other
want to
month.
raise
It's
my kids or anything,
doable.
but at the same time,
It's doable.
if my kids could get raised in Africa, trust and believe I want them to get raised in Africa.
Okay,
That would be fucking
period.
fire.
Big
Number
purr.
two,
Why?
nigga, they gonna get in touch with who the fuck they
The
really
motherland? Are you
They're gonna
serious?
fucking actually be niggas from Africa.
what
Niggas
is
from
that?
Africa. Listen, niggas from Africa come over to America and become super successful. These
Rich
niggas
as
become
fuck.
millionaires.
The fucking
All them
African
Nigerian niggas.
in Houston.
I got
all the
hella
rich
Nigerian
niggas
niggas
is
that are
African.
millionaires now that I went to high school with. These niggas just was from Nigeria, nigga. They good to go now. Live in Washington D.C. Doing good. Good.
Off the grounds of what?
Off the grounds of them.
What did they do? They
Fundamentals.
Because at the end of the
Fundamentals.
day, in Africa, it ain't the same as America. When
Fundamentals.
you're getting taught how to fucking. Yeah, you're getting taught like, yo, you gotta actually work, strive, do X, Y, and Z, and make something of yourself. Over here, it's like, my nigga, you could try to be viral. That's the thing over here.
Niggas out here don't even be knowing what they want to be when they grow up.
What talking about?
When they
if my son
kids.
could go over there, become a doctor in Africa or whatever.
That's not fair though. Who really knew what they wanted to be when they were?
Like, I mean, they don't even be throwing shit out. Like,
Better, it's a better
I used to be
guidance.
like, a teacher, an astronaut. Niggas out here be like,
yeah, I want
like
to be
my
an
daddy.
influencer. I want to be a fucking
They don't even
YouTube
say that.
fucking star, nigga.
Like my daddy.
No, now.
They don't even be
now.
having.
You think about the kids now that was born in 2000? All
Yeah.
them niggas just want to be YouTube stars. That's it. Because that's all they see.
Them niggas getting the bag though. So what's wrong with they
Not.
to do that?
But at the same time,
I
the
want
niggas
that
in
bag,
Africa is
lad.
getting the bag too.
Yes.
Okay, but
They be
that's one right and one wrong.
engineers.
Nigga, there's more land in Africa. You can get more land for your money.
How you know?
Nigga, what the fuck? I got niggas who live in Africa. I just told you I got Nigerian niggas.
Who?
Me too.
My nigga
Call him
Shindu.
right now.
I'll call him right
No, we're not about to do
now. Yeah,
this.
we're not doing that.
Of course.
But my
We
nigga,
are
my
not about to do
nigga
that.
Shindu. My nigga Shindu.
My nigga Shindu.
That's his name.
My nigga Shindu.
Technically, well, we call him George, but his name is Shindu. That nigga,
She gave him the
George
words.
and Shindu.
George and Shindu is crazy.
I mean, they had to give him.
Regardless,
It doesn't matter. The nigga is doing well for himself, and he's
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Africa. So what I'm saying is, if
All
I can,
Africans don't do well.
I can see.
I'm
what
not
you said.
saying all Africans, nigga. I am just saying from a perspective of if she is set up in Africa, she's doing certain things out there, and then she's going to take my kids out there. Now they are going to get that culture. They're going to get all of those experiences.
Now let me ask you this, because I also watched the show.
What's up?
So when she got thrown in jail, right, and she had her daughter with her, you think she's making the best decisions?
That was a bad decision.
Me personally, why'd you take my daughter?
I disagree with taking a child that young to a protest.
Why
I
did
don't.
you have
I would
Wait,
not
Why
take my
are we disagreeing
6-year-old
to
daughter.
taking children to protest?
Why are you having
A
my daughter?
5-year-old or a 6-year-old at a protest at night?
What are you?
Was it at night or day?
It don't. I don't
It
care
didn't
when
matter.
it
I
was,
don't-
to be honest. If you know,
I
get
care.
her-
The
you
timing
got
does
arrested.
matter to me.
You got arrested. Where was our daughter at? You know what I'm saying? Like you already. That's not a good decision in my mind. So what? Now you all the way in Africa. I don't know what the fuck you doing out there.
Okay, don't act like she a wild bimbo just because she got arrested for
Just
protesting.
because she got arrested for protesting. Come on.
God damn,
Yeah, you
Uncle
can't-
Sam,
Why
like.
can't I do that?
Uncle
Sam getting fucking arrested.
You said what?
All them white people that did the insurrection, they
Are
get
we white?
arrested. Oh my god.
That shit don't apply to us. What the fuck are you talking about?
Whoa, so certain things don't apply to us because of our skin color, nigga?
I will say I get what he's saying to you. What he's saying to you is that at the end of the day, I'm gonna be. You're not looking outside. You're not gonna be upset if your wife gets arrested.
That's not what he's
and your kids
saying
are
at
with
the
you.
end of the day.
No, but why would you take a kid to a protest? Like, if what you see in the media and how they go violent and how things go left, why would you want your kids, which is basically like your heart outside of your chest?
No, I said she was
and something
wrong
like
for
that.
She was wrong. The baby was too young to be at a protest. I think if it was a teenager, it would be more suitable.
Yeah.
But she
But
wasn't though.
right, so she was wrong for that. That didn't make sense. But you're acting like, oh, all because the baby was at a protest. Now all of a sudden you don't know what she's doing in Africa.
mom.
She's out there.
She
Like
be
you
out
made
here
it sound like she out there.
I'm not saying she's a bad mother.
She made a bad decision,
choice.
but
Okay, just her making a bad choice means that she can't go to Africa and raise our child?
right,
She
like
can go to Africa regardless. She could be the best mother. You're not taking my child away to Africa.
I don't think
but
that's
the court
fair.
says she
I just,
would. But if the court,
I mean, but in most court systems, when you think about kids, most court systems favor moms. So like,
one nigga changed
that's a
his
true
gender
thing.
to be a woman just so that
That's
the
a smart
court,
nigga right here.
the courts sided
Hold
in his
on.
favor now. It's nice. It's nice.
He wanted.
Oh, I
his
thought it
kid
was
that
a
bad,
horn.
He changed himself to a woman. He said it wasn't because of no identity shit. It wasn't because none of that. He said it's because the courts favor mothers.
I feel him on that one.
So
That's
I'm
what-
going to do what I need to do to get my kids.
That's some gangster shit right there. I ain't
But
gonna
at the
That's gangster.
I'll probably do that shit.
I don't give a fuck
I don't
if
care.
if it was to keep my kid,
Nigga, what? All I gotta do is change my ID.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say.
It's not like I gotta tell y'all niggas. I just gotta change my ID.
And then I'm changing this shit right
okay,
back.
I gotta go. Yeah.
Shit's good.
All right. Shotzi came through for the first episode, so we gonna conclude with. Is there a conclusion to this?
The last topic was main villain, but we literally talked about that at the beginning.
We covered that.
Yeah. So, thanks for tuning in to.
You know they call me Big Glock, little bitch.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Yeah.
What's going on? It's your boy Vari
And Shotty.
from the You Know What It Is podcast, and we are here to let y'all know that we are on Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure you subscribe, follow, and
Hit that like button.
there we go. Comment below and let us know what y'all want to hear.